Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Those of you who have been following along know that I've been finishing my cabinets, and these are the last two things I have to do, and these go in the bottom of my sink cabinet down here. I don't know if you can see that, but I had pretty high hopes for this polyacrylic crystal clear poly here, and I tried brushing it on. I tried a bunch of different things. I ended up using it on the inside of the cabinets because I couldn't get a good finish on the outside. And I like it because it's water-based and it's easy to clean up, much easier than, you know, the oil-based one. But I just couldn't get a nice finish on it. So I was at Harbor Freight the other day, and they had this particular gun here for $14. And I thought, why don't I try spraying some of this? So I have these last two pieces here, and I figured they're going to be pretty hard to brush everything on anyway. So why not try the spray? So I figured 14 bucks, I'd take a chance on this. And I'm going to thin this down, probably a quarter to 3/4 of the mix here. So 1/4 water, 3/4 of the acrylic, or the polyacrylic. And spray it on and see what happens. So, you know, let's go ahead and do that and see how it comes out. Okay, so I brought everything out here so I can finish it. So I will start with the top here, flip it over so it's down on there. This is the part that is going to have the door on it, so I don't care if I only get one finish on that. And then we'll spray the rest of it. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. Enjoy the quiet before the air compressor kicks on again. I think I will bring this down here. You may not be able to see it, but it'll make it a little easier for me to spray it. Okay, so far I gotta say, I don't seem to have any problems spraying with this stuff. All right, so I'm gonna let this all dry for a couple minutes, and then probably about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put another coat on. But so far, it seems to work pretty good. I got a little bit of orange peel here. I was too heavy. But the top part here, this looks really good. So I think this might be the way to just use this poly instead of brushing. I like it. Got a little bit of a run, got a little too heavy right there. But other than that, everything looks good. We'll keep going. All right, guys, so what's the verdict of using this brush-on polyacrylic as compared to, you know, all the other ways that I tried with brushing? I tried wiping, thinning it down, wiping it on. I tried brushing it with a cheap brush, left bubbles. Tried brushing it with an expensive brush, left bubbles. I finally found a technique that works somewhat well. I'd brush it, and then I'd come back after I finished like a panel, and I'd just lightly go over it to get rid of all the bubbles. But I still had very defined brush streaks in it. And it covered good, and I really wanted to use a water base because it's easy to clean up, it's safe for the environment, you know, a lot of good things to it, and it dries crystal clear. So you don't get that, you know, you lose that warm tone, which is nice. I do like that with the wipe-on polys that I've been using, the oil base. But I use this on all of the drawers and the insides of the cabinets. And unfortunately, I waited till the last pieces that I had, these last two pieces, before I got the idea to go ahead and just spray it. And this is just an HVLP gun. Cheapest one, Harbor Freight, I could get it. I think it was 14 bucks. They actually, I think they put this one on sale for 8 bucks right now. But just a regulator, a little $6 regulator here. This is air. Takes out the water filter, I guess it would be, for the air. And the gun's not adjusted very well because I'm not a professional paint sprayer. I think the last time I used a spray gun was when we didn't have high volume, low pressure. We had low volume, high pressure, which just sprayed all over the place. And you always had to use a spray booth with it. But now this isn't really a good judge of how good it could be because I have a lot of stuff going on here that has to spray past, going to create some overspray. The top came out beautiful. I'm looking at this and it's just, there's no brush marks, there's no bubbles. It's just a nice even coat across there. This only has 2 coats. I only put 2 coats on the inside. If you did 3 or 4 up here and then maybe worked it a little bit, I think it would be fantastic. I had a test piece that I had down there that I ended up putting 2 coats on. It's just a piece of plywood. I just wiped it off. This is the good side of the plywood. I used the bad side too. But all I did was come back after it was all done and just hit it with this white scrub, and it's nice. So, you know, if you have brush on poly and you want to try and get it so that you don't have the brush strokes or you know, have little bubble pops in there and stuff like that, try spraying it. Just I reduced it down 1/4 water, so 3/4 of the polyacrylic and then 1/4 of the water, and that seemed to spray just fine. And again, this is the cheapest gun you could buy, you know, from Harbor Freight, you know, Central Pneumatic spray gun. It's got a 1.4 millimeter tip. So give it a try. I think that's the way to use this stuff. So thank you for coming along and trying out one of my experiments on the cabinets. Hopefully pretty soon you're going to see me installing them because all the cabinets are done. This is the last piece I needed for my sink cabinet, and all the cabinets are finished. After the first of the year, we're going to rip out the kitchen and start installing this. So we'll do some video on that, show you how to install cabinets and how we are going to put them in. But if this helped you, please do like and subscribe to the channel. The subscription to the channel really helps out, helps it grow, and makes it worthwhile for me to keep putting these together. But I do appreciate all of you that have already subscribed tremendously, and those of you who watch all the videos, thank you for joining me and my little trip through making cabinets for my kitchen. Take care.